Huh? We're all here. Yeah. You did it. That's not easy to get from one place to another these days. You know, life's a little bit harder. Some of you, there's families here. There's adults. Some of you have kids. You had to do something with them before you got here. Or you had to put them somewhere. I don't know where. I'm not a parent, but you put them in a place to come here. Probably with someone who's not as good a parent as you, but you did it. Put them there. Some of you don't have kids. You probably you have pets then, maybe, right? You had to say goodbye to them. You had to pet your little cat, and it went like, meow, which is cats were like, are you leaving me forever? And you know cats, so you can't tell them no. But you made that sacrifice. Some of you might not have kids or pets, I'm assuming. Some of you, in that case, you probably have a treasured figurine, though, or something, right? Just a hobo with balloons made out of porcelain you love staring at for hours when you get home. Just look at it like, I love you, but not tonight. Comedy show. Thanks for making the sacrifice. Hey, y'all had to live your whole lives before coming here. Remember that shit? Whoa, that was a bit of a thing, wasn't it? Your entire life? Oh, that was a bit of a thing. So thanks for the sacrifice. I'm a 32-year-old man, and I'm single. I would like to. I'm at the point where I would like to settle down with someone, honestly, but it's difficult because I have trust issues, and the fact that all the girls I trust have issues. Every time. I don't know how to do it, but I would like to. And there's some things. I find a lot of conflicting needs. In the women I've been with, a lot of conflicting needs. There's a desire to have a sensitive man, you know, say it's okay if you cry, and then you cry, and it's not okay. How do you feel a little bit? I can't tell you what it feels like to finally give and be like, really? To trust and be like, all right, and then look up and see like, something in the back of her mind, just a monkey part just of evolution, just twitching like, I can't hug and cry, I'm going hungry. That's what's happening. It's not your fault, completely. There's things that ruin your brain out there, like The Notebook, for example, or other such films that ruin your brain for real life. Those of you who haven't seen this, starring two Canadians, Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams get together, based on a book written by an American who I think is just sitting on a mountain somewhere, laughing to himself, realizing he's ruining people's lives. I'll catch you up on it. This is apparently one of the most romantic films ever made, capture the hearts of people around the world. This is what happens. Guy walks up to a girl at a carnival, he's like, I want to go out with you. And she's currently on a date, so she says no, and goes up on a Ferris wheel. The guy's undeterred, follows her, climbs the Ferris wheel, so they have to stop it, and then he just hangs there, 2 stories in the air, just like, what's up? Remember me from before? If you don't go out with me, I'm gonna let go. Wow, what a line to just ruin real life for anyone who has to live it. Because that changes the female brain, I think. It changes it. It makes you sort of think, yeah, why can't, if a man loves me, why can't he ask me out, even if I'm on a date? Because it's uncontrollable love. And if I say no, why can't he continue to stalk me, even 2 stories in the air? And if I still say no, why can't he just kill himself? Because that's so beautiful and romantic. And that's not beautiful or romantic. That's a red flag, is what that is. This man's dangerous. He'll really handle rejection, the first conversation you ever had with each other. How do you think the rest of your lives would go down? Where are the police in this movie, too? Nowhere to be found. They're like, stop, Bill, he's hitting on someone. Let him go. Don't think that's how justice works. Later, it's emotional porno. Yeah, that's what it is, by the way. It's an emotional porno. Because I hate it when women get upset at a man because they watch pornography. Why? Because it makes a man want things that he can't have in a real relationship. Well, this is emotional pornography. And it makes you want things that you can't have in a real relationship. So later in this emotional porno, they're just holding each other arm in arm, and for no reason the girl just goes, I'm a bird! Which is when he should have broken up with her then and there. But he doesn't. No, he doesn't miss a beat. He just turns to her and goes, if you're a bird, then I'm a bird too. Really? Is that how human beings talk? Is that romantic? No, it's not romantic. You wanna know why? Because if you're suddenly having a stroke and think you're a bird, the last thing you want is for your loved one to be like, whoa, I'm a bird too? Yeah. No, you want them to rush you to a hospital. The end of this movie, it's very sad, spoiler alert, the woman gets dementia, forgets all the love you've shared the entire film. Why did you do it to us, Nicholas Sparks? Here's why, because he spends every day with her in the home, telling her the story of their lives. And all she does is go, who are you? Get away from me! He doesn't care, because he loves her. He tells her the story of their lives, day in, day out, until finally she crawls out of it and goes, you're talking about us? And he goes, yeah. And then they hold hands. He's perfectly healthy, and they die at the same time. Right? It's difficult enough to finish with your loved one at the same time, yeah? That's hard. And that's real. That can happen in your life. And you're like, did you? Yeah, me too. And you hold each other a bit longer, it's magic! But to put some kind of unrealistic pressure on the modern relationship where two people need to end their lives simultaneously in order to truly be in love, I think that's taken that you can't hang out with your friends tonight to a whole new level. It's emotional pornography. You should stay away from it. It ruins your brain. It makes you want too many things at once, too many conflicting needs. I swear, I want to be with someone, I want to make her happy, but all I get back and forth is just this back and forth idea of like, I want you to be sensitive. Oh my God, are you being sensitive? You can't. You need to be my rock. Speaking of rock, when are you going to put one on this finger? I am not an object now. Cover me!